Alexis Davila, who's around town at Martin State Airport. Alexis, good morning. What's up?
Hey, good morning. Yeah, so we're talking about Stop the Bleed. All week this week, it's all about Stop the Bleed here, and I'm joined with Dr. Mira Ghanem. Sorry, I'm so sorry. We had practiced this earlier, but I do want to talk about the demonstration that they do here, so they can prep you. That way you can walk away with a certificate yourself. But we're going to get a little one-on-one with you. So please tell us, what do we do? God forbid we are stuck in this situation.
Perfect. Yes. If you're ever in a situation that you encounter somebody who is bleeding, you have to kind of assess the situation, make sure you're safe, and then approach that person and kind of evaluate what the wound looks like. There are several options in which you can help someone stop the bleed. It's based on the idea of holding pressure, so packing a wound tight or putting a tourniquet on. So one of the ways is you can, if the wound is very small, you can really just hold pressure directly and put some gloves on if there are any gloves around. If the wound looks like it's a little deeper, if you have gauze, you can actually pack the wound really, really tight with gauze and continue to do so until you cannot do that anymore. And once the wound is packed tightly, then you put your hands on top and kind of push really hard down, and that should help the bleeding stop.
Gotcha. And I've done this before where you have to keep going and going and going to eternity, it feels like, but it's very necessary.
Exactly, until you can't pack the wound anymore.
Gotcha.
Now, in situations though, if the wound is really deep and this packing is not good enough, and that usually happens when there are injuries to the arms and legs, you can use a tourniquet to hold better pressure. So you place the tourniquet on, you tighten it as much as you can. If the person you're putting this on is awake and, you know, still talking to you, they will usually feel a lot of pain when the tourniquet is put on the correct way. And what you do is you twist this knob as tight as you can until you can't twist it anymore. And you place it in here, you secure it, and then you cover that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And something like this, I mean, it saves lives. That's why we're so adamant about it. So I want to talk about transitioning to how, not just us, but now everyone else can be a part of this and learn as well. We have these kits here, too, for people to have.
Yes, that is correct. So overall, we have Stop the Bleed classes that run in the entire state of Maryland, and definitely at Shock Trauma almost on a daily basis. One of the things that we offer is a Stop the Bleed kit that you can purchase online. It costs about $42, and the kit has in it the gloves, some scissors, the tourniquet, as well as the packing that you would need to use. However, if you come to any of our classes, you will get the kit for free after you get trained and get certified.
Wonderful. And with that being said, now we can talk about how, when we come back, we'll discuss the details of how you can actually come out here today, have this one-on-one, get that training, and get certified. We'll talk more about it in a little bit. Back to you guys.
Again with Alexis Davila. She is around town at Martin State Airport. Hey, Alexis.
Hey, yeah, so we're talking about Stop the Bleed. This all week long here, but honestly, you do it all the time. I'm here with Dr. Myra, and we were talking a little bit about this training that's going on today. Please tell us a little bit more, because anybody can join today, coming right here to Martin State Airport.
Yes, that is correct. Today we have a huge event that's running at the Maryland State Police Trooper 1 Barracks, which is in Middle River. We have classes from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. every hour on the hour. We're running classes in English as well as in Spanish. We have 4 high schools coming in for field trips. We're giving free kits for everybody, so it's a lovely event. We also have a huge injury and violence prevention fair with information for the public on anything they need.
Yes, and one of those high schools is right behind us. This is Bard High School right now that's doing this as well. Why is it so important to even show people at a young age what it means to do these type of trainings, but also get a sense of all the agencies that are involved?
Yeah, because accidents happen anywhere in real life. Every once in a while, of course, there's violence and trauma that we are subjected to, and so it's good to be able to use simple maneuvers to stabilize somebody and potentially save their life, because time is of the essence, while EMS get to the scene to help you.
Absolutely, and with these trainings, they get that one-on-one with you from a professional, an actual shock trauma surgeon here, Why is that so important, that you will be able to create that environment for them? They can ask all their questions and walk it through.
Yes, it's excellent to be part of the community and to work with the community, also to work with young people and teach them how to do this, but also hopefully inspire them to be involved in healthcare, to help people, and give back to their community.
Absolutely, and just one more time for anyone who wants to join, what's the hour range?
It's from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and we're teaching a class every single hour, so please join us.
Wonderful, thank you so much, I do appreciate it. We're going to have to come out here. I did get my certificate, I have done the demonstration, but please don't put me on the spot. I might still get a little nervous, but I will get this gauze in you at some point and I will save your life, I promise, I promise. Back to you guys.